What makes a child or teen brain different from a fully developed adult's brain?
Oh, the teenage brain is different in so many ways. It's immature in basically every area of the brain, and it's immature in many ways. The nerve cells have less connections to each other. The nerve cells aren't myelinated, so the electrical signals don't travel as quickly. The nerves haven't been impacted by the hormones of puberty. And so in many, many ways, the teenage brain is really immature. And in fact, new studies show that it actually isn't fully mature until at least age 23 to 25. So Shakespeare was actually right years ago when he said that he wished there was no age between 10 and 23 because of all the damages that happened in between. He was right. 23 to 25 is really the age when the brain matures fully.
What are some ways that a developing brain can be negatively impacted?
So unfortunately, because the adolescent brain is so immature, every adverse experience that it has or any drug ingestion is going to have more and more harmful effects on the adolescent brain than it would on the adult brain. And so alcohol and marijuana, for instance, actually target the hippocampus, which is our learning center. It's where memories are formed. And so the ingestion of alcohol or marijuana means the teen literally is going to have a more difficult time learning. And it doesn't just impact the teenager at the time they're ingesting it, but it affects how that hippocampus is going to grow and develop. And it won't grow and develop normally. And so later on in life, even when not using alcohol or marijuana, the teenager is going to be adversely affected in their learning. But it impacts them in so many other ways also. The younger the teen starts any exciting or risky behavior, the more likely it is to become addicting for them because of this immaturity and because of how the special hormone called dopamine, which is part of the reward center, functions in the teenager. So if they try any activity, sexual activity, alcohol, drugs, pornography, gambling, anything like that is much more likely to become addicting in the adolescent brain. The other thing is there's something called epigenetics, and that is the interplay or the interaction between our experiences and what we do in our environment and genes. And different experiences can actually turn on and off different genes. So what that means is that somebody who is exposed to something, a negative environment, it can actually turn on different genes, and then that gene can actually be transmitted to the children. So what a teenager adversely experiences in their teenage years may actually impact their children later on in life. So the children of alcoholics, for instance, sometimes are much more likely to become alcoholics, and some part of that is this epigenetics effect. So we want to make sure as parents and healthcare professionals that we offer our teenagers healthy experiences and we protect them as best we can from any adverse experiences.
How should we best protect teens, and who is best equipped to do this?
Well, the American College of Pediatricians firmly believes that parents are the uniformly best way for teenagers to be raised in a healthy family, loving and nurturing environment, hopefully, and that these teenagers can be protected from these adverse experiences by their parents. And there are many, many studies that show that, one, teens will live up to parental expectations. They actually want their parental approval, even if they act like they don't. And so we all know the movies where teens will rise to the expectation of teachers who come into an underperforming school and, start a drama class or a debate class or a math class, and the teens rise to the expectations. So actually, we encourage parents to have high expectations for your teens, to monitor their activities, to connect with them in many different ways, especially having family meals and eating together, share values together, play together, laugh together, volunteer together. Teenagers need to know that their lives are important and they're contributing to society. So volunteer together with them. It bonds you together as a family and it helps your community. And then teenagers need need exciting experiences, so make sure they get those under your supervision. Volunteering, again, is a great way to do it. So we encourage parents, definitely be involved with your teens and protect them from these adverse experiences so they can make it through their teenage years and end up healthy adults.